Welcome back to Urban Reign on the RVMan LP exhibitions, and Glen is still a pussy. Anyway, we're going to be taking on Mission 17. Even though we're going to be dealing with boxers in this episode, there's still the matter of Dwayne's crew. They need to be dealt with. That's all.
Dwayne has called for the Zaps to assemble all the punks in the city to take his head on in a united front. I want you to crash their party and rain on their parade. Take them out. All of them. That'll teach them not to mess with Chinatown.
I understand Dwayne wants to get his boy back, but this is not the route to go. Having all your boys plus some outsiders to join in the fray, they're gonna get their asses kicked. I mean, Brad's a one-man army. Oh, while I'm thinning the herd, you're gonna witness something that it will never be seen for the rest of this season. That's right, Brad Hawk just scored a 1-up. Now then, let's go ahead and kick these guys' ass. Needless to say, when taking on like more than 5 people, you definitely have your choices of areas to go limited. Because they can really turn really nasty really quick. But it is sad that all these guys are trying to taunt you, even though you're still awake. One thing I can say though, poor Miguel. It's poor Miguel. He hasn't learned his lesson from the last time I beat him up, which was last week. Now I'm gonna have to beat him up again so he can actually learn. Brad Hawk is not to be trifled with. And there goes Miguel, as he's once again the first guy to get his ass kicked. I don't know what the is all about, because right now the only one who's actually standing is Brad. Okay, let me rephrase that. The one who's standing with the most health is Brad. Most of you guys are almost dead. Except for Ty. I'm gonna have to remedy that problem. Remedy that problem. Take that! Ah, god damn it! Okay, you guys are starting to get on my nerves. Die! And you die too! And that takes care of you? Okay. Medicine! Oh! Nice. I just punched him in the gut one time and he crumpled under pressure. Now all that's left is just me and you. What the hell your name is? I don't care. Oh, MC. Yeah, that's right. He misspells MC, so I have to beat him up for that. Anyway, I'm gonna be hitting the herd a lot in this part. Trust me. Oh, remember that gang of boxers I told you about in the last episode? Oh, we're gonna be dealing with them right now.
We spotted 2 Hell's Legions guys.
Well, right after we deal with Glen's
guys. Go in there and buy him a drink. There's only one problem. The owner of the bar has a bad habit of calling the fuzz whenever there's trouble. So, let's put the hurt on these bad boys and bounce before the cops arrive. Otherwise, don't count on me to get you out of the big house.
Yay, another timed mission with Glen's boys. At least Glen isn't involved in this time. Oh look, it's Rod and Torque. Didn't I get finished beating you guys up over in Glen's hideout? Man, you guys are a glutton for punishment, just like your boss. Oh, by the way, I smashed his head on that very jukebox. And put him through this table. And I also put him through the pool table. And not to mention, I also just destroyed him on that very poster I just destroyed you on. So basically speaking, the Hell's Angels are Hell's Legion. I'm almost said the wrong thing and I almost got my ass kicked, but they are pussies nonetheless. The Hell's Legion, that is. And Torque is gonna feel that in the morning. Why? because these two is basically the easiest fight in the game. You just need to focus on the weakest link. And now we've got grapple dash, meaning I can now do a running power bomb. Yay! What's more awesome than doing a running power bomb? Running power bombing somebody through a table. Oh, now we get to fight the boxers.
A fine, upstanding young men from the West Side Gym would like to have a word with you. They're acting like a bunch of righteous vigilantes, but in reality, they're no better than your average street punk. They know the game, and they know its rules. If they set foot on this turf, then there'll be a price to pay. Let's give them a warm Chinatown welcome.
Well, what do you know? We're going to be facing a whole bunch of boxers and trying out the new move I just unlocked, which is the dashing power bomb. Simply put, when you grab an enemy, you press the X button and you will be able to do a running power bomb like so. This will be helpful, especially against enemies that are bigger than you are, that don't reverse the grapple too often. If anything, oh, you guys are dicks, you know that? If anything, doing a running power bomb definitely works wonders, because if you actually grab a person and you do a running power bomb or a running power slam, or even a running military press slam, it can do added devastating effects when it hits the environment. So keep that in mind. Yes, as I already told you, we'll be dealing with the boxers, and I just got finished getting hit by one who happens to have a Philly shell stance. Yes, I know somewhat of my boxing, and I also know that old guy, the old shirtless guy, by the way. There always has to be one shirtless guy, whether he's old or middle-aged, in a fighting game. I don't know why, but there is. I mean, at least he's not Bob from Fight Club. Speaking of which, that old dude looked like that old guy from Fight Club. You know, the one that says, first rule about Fight Club, don't talk about Fight Club. Yeah, that guy, it could be him. To be perfectly honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised. Jackknife power bombs, because when I do it, it actually kills people! I'm just kidding. I know Kevin Nash doesn't actually do it to kill people, but at least I don't blow a quad trying to do so, alright? Yeah, that's one thing I can say about that. And no, I'm not just making fun of Nash. That actually did happen in one of his matches. He actually blew a quad powerbombing people. I went from talking about the game to, oh my god! I just wrecked somebody's car with somebody! Cool! Okay, it's not really that cool. Oh! Well, I just rammed somebody's head into the back of the glass. It's just awesome how I'm just dominating these guys, but still, I wasn't trying to poke fun at Nash. I was just saying he actually did broke his quad trying to powerbomb somebody, and then I got distracted by powerbombing somebody into the back of a van. Yeah, I should be careful and practice what I preach, because most of the stuff I did would more than likely break someone's neck. And now, we've got another boss!
Kang Yoon is a lone wolf who doesn't like to get involved in petty gang feuds. But he's financially strapped, so he's got no choice but to take Glen's money. I've heard he was a Muay Thai champion back in the day, which makes him a dangerous adversary. Since he's a straightforward fighter, I suggest you mix it up by using your environment. Tables, chairs, anything you can find, to your advantage.
And you know, I just noticed this mission was called Hungry Wolf. Unfortunately, we're not dealing with a Terry Bogard impersonator. No, we're dealing with a Bruce Irving clone. And we all know how much of a pain in the ass he was in 1, 2, Brian in 3, both Brian and Bruce in 4 and 5, 6 and 7. Yeah, they were pain in the asses. But to be perfectly honest with you, even though Brian's one of my favorite characters to play, But Brian aside, you're gonna have to corner this guy and rely on sending him into a wall, or more importantly, try to use dive kicks to corner him and land into any sort of environmental hazard you can. Because this guy will more than likely do the same to you. Now that was pretty cool. Anyway, you're gonna have to outsmart him and try to counter him when you can. But one thing you have to be careful about, Katanashi can and will do more damage if you are not careful. As you can see here, he's already got my head in the orange and my body in the yellow. But that's okay, because he's just as good as dead. Why? Because of environmental damage. Whew, that was close. Then again, rule of 3, we're going to see him as well as Katanashi again. Yeah, more than likely we will. I'm going to regret that rule of 3 because we're going to be fighting a boss right now.
Grimm's currently a wrestler, but he's an alumnus of the West Side Gym, and apparently, he even got pretty high in the World Cruiserweight class rankings. I've heard that his old boxing buddies from the gym have asked him to take you on. I suspect Glen had something to do with this too. This Grimm guy's a real monster, but I know you can take him. Just watch your back.
Oh goody, we go from a Bruce Irvin clone to a Steve Fox clone. And Glen's a pussy. Just thought I'd let you know.
Come on! Crush it!
It's time to take on Glen in his natural habitat. And that is with a guy stronger than Brad, but he's backing up the guy who's stronger than Brad to try to get some free licks in once Glen, Grimm, sorry, actually kicks your ass. And Grimm will more than likely kick your ass. It's best you try to separate these two, but at the same time, you keep Grimm away from you. Because if Grimm gets up close, Grimm is going to punish you. He's already has my head in the yellow. And there he is right now. Damn. Thank goodness he missed that. Oh, God. No. Oh. Ow, my face. Ow. Now I know how Gohan feels when he doesn't dodge. But still, I'm just roughing up Grimm. If I could take Grimm out of the equation, Glen will be all mine. In fact, he is all mine. Didn't take much to take Glen out of the equation. Now for Grimm. Ah, you bastard! Whew, that was close. It would have turned out nasty if I hadn't done something. But of course, after a boss battle, we definitely disperse our spoils here. And guess what? We've got another special attack. What we just had, well, I just had used on me not too long ago. You know, the boxing combo. And now, we're gonna have to fight him again! Yay!
I think you must have loosened something in his head because Grimm is back for more punishment. So be it. Let this bar be his final resting place. Throw him into tables and chairs to let him get his pain on. Up to now, Grimm's dominated within the safety of the ring. Show him you're a cut above when it comes to street fighting.
Screw loose? Oh no. He's got a few nuts and bolts gone. It's time to take on Grimm once again, and this time, you could put this guy in his place, because Glen is not backing him up. In fact, be sure to just give him a taste of his own medicine. Oh! Seriously? He just used 2 special moves at one time. But notice, the special attacks for Grimm is not going down like they are when you fought against him the first time, which makes Grimm a little bit harder. Otherwise, Just make sure you try to counter Grim, but more importantly, don't fall victim to that punch. And this almost turned dangerous. Again. Damn it, Grim. Well, anyway, I think we're done here, ladies and gentlemen. In the next episode, we're going to continue to liberate Green Harbor from any more of Glen and Dwayne's goons, provided they don't hire each other to take me out. Which may happen. No, it won't. They're not that stupid. See you guys next time.